Hello, good evening. Welcome to this week's edition of From Dena's Desk. We're going to be talking about the power of affirmations tonight. So welcome. Thanks for joining. Thank you for joining. I am Dena, your career and life coach, and I am streaming live on Instagram and Facebook. So welcome to the Instagram family and welcome to the Facebook family. Thank you so much for joining. We're going to be talking about the power of affirmations. I'm going to be live on both Instagram and Facebook each Tuesday night from 8 o'clock p.m. to 8:15, 8:20, just whatever time the spirit leads. But I'm going to be here on Tuesday nights talking about a different career and life topic that can help you elevate in your life, that can help you have greater self-awareness, greater self-esteem, advance in your career, transition, and basically just help you get from where you are to where you want to be. So thank you so much for joining. And while we're waiting on a few more people to come in, I will tell you a little bit about myself. I am Dena, your career and life coach. And I work with people, and I've been in this space for about 12 years now, working with people to help them with their career path, help them with their life path, help them to get from where they are to where they want to be, and to help them have greater self-love, self-awareness, to get unstuck, to get a clear path from where they are to ultimately where they want to be. And as I said, I've been in this space for about 12 years. It's something I'm truly passionate about, something I truly love, and I believe it is my divine assignment to pour my wisdom and knowledge into other people, to share some of my successes, some of my failures with other people so that I can stop you from, quite frankly, making some of the mistakes that I have made. That truly is my mission and truly is my passion. So we'll just go ahead and jump right in because I don't want to belabor the hour. And so we are talking about the power of affirmations. We are talking about affirmations. And we want to talk about what affirmations are, what their purpose is, how you use them, and then give you some examples of how to use them. Some people may be experts in affirmations. Some of you may have just kind of heard about it but never done it. And then some of you, this may be the first time that you've heard about affirmations. So no matter where you are on the spectrum, there's going to be something for you. I hope to have something for you that can help you just get a little bit further on your journey as you're going towards your goal of self-love and self-awareness. So when it comes to affirmations, what are they? What are these things that we hear about all the time? If you've been following me for any amount of time, you have seen me post about affirmations. I talk about them all the time, and I encourage you to come up with your own affirmations and speak them over your life. And so affirmations are really just short sentences that help you with your positive thinking. They help you to change your mindset. They help you to change a particular behavior, and they help you ultimately to change your reality. When you think about some of the things that maybe you currently do that you don't want to do, you want to change, you want to think more positively, you want to think about where you want to be in the future, you want to think about where your goals are. Well, affirmations are all things that can help you get there. They can help you think more positively, and they can help you along your journey. So you don't want to make it too complicated. Affirmations are really just things that you say to yourself, things that you write down, things that you think out loud that can help you think more positively, change your mindset. They can help you change your reality, and ultimately they can help you or minimize the possibility that you might self-sabotage. Because a lot of times we start to think those negative things in our head first, right? They're up here first. We start to think, I can't do it. It's not going to happen for me. I'm not going to be able to get that job. I can't live in the house that I want to live in. There's no way I can be an entrepreneur. I just can't do it. They're not going to pick me. I'm not worthy. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not good enough. All those different things. Those are some of those negative self-sabotaging things that we think in our mind, right? And so we want to start to change those things. And in the beginning, it may take a little bit of work. It may not be comfortable for you at first, and it may take a little bit of work, but eventually it's going to become like second nature, and it'll be something that you do all the time. Just earlier today, I was saying some things and talking. I had to stop myself mid-sentence and change what I was saying, because I was trying to say what I want to have happen 2 years from now. And so I had to change my thoughts. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later when it comes to talking about a particular timeline. So for the people that are just joining, we're talking about affirmations. And we have defined affirmations as short sentences that can help you think more positively. They can help you with your behavior, your mindset that you want to change, help you to change your reality, and help you minimize the possibility of self-sabotaging. So that's what we're talking about. And so when we talk about affirmations, you really want to stop and think about, in addition to what you want to change right now, you want to think about, what do you want to change a year from now? How do you want your life to look a year from now? How do you want your life to look 5 years from now? Where do you want to be 10 years from now? And that can kind of help you frame and have a point of reference for your affirmations, right? And so even though we're thinking about, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we still don't want to put a time frame on it. With affirmations, it's very important that you always speak in present tense. You always want to speak in present tense. You always want to speak as if you already have it. And just so you know, I'm on Instagram and Facebook, so if you see me looking back and forth, that's why I'm on 2 different platforms. So you always want to speak in present tense. You always want to speak as if you already have it. You don't want to say, I want to be able to do this within 2 years. I want to be able to do this within the next 5 years. And the reason why you don't do that is because when you put a time stamp on it, you are saying, you're giving yourself a runway for, this is how long I want to allow this to happen, or this is how long I'm willing to wait for this to happen, right? When you put a particular time stamp on it, it may not happen until 2 years from now. But had you not put a time stamp on it, and had you just spoke it in the present tense, it may happen for you within a month. It may happen for you 3 months from now, right? Because I'm of the belief that time is a man-made construct. It's a man-made thing. I believe that the universe has no time. I believe that's something that was man-made. So when you just put it out there, you allow for it to happen within a week. You allow for it to happen within 2 months. So when you say, I want to be able to move into a house within 3 years, well, then guess what? You're giving yourself a runway for it to take that long for it to happen. So it's always important that you're speaking in present tense. A lot of times, whenever you are setting up your affirmations, there are no rules. We don't want to get bogged down with too many rules. But the only thing I want you to be mindful of is speaking in present tense, one, and not putting a timestamp on it, two. Those are the only things I want to encourage you to keep in mind, right? When it comes to how often you do your affirmations, and welcome to the people that are joining. When it comes to how often you're doing your affirmations, that's completely up to you. So you can do that a number of ways. And again, there is no right and wrong. So with me, I personally get up every morning and I have a journal. I have what I call a gratitude journal. And I start off every morning just writing the things that I'm grateful for. And I keep it very simple and I don't overthink it. So I'm grateful for a place to sleep. I'm grateful for running water. I'm grateful that I have multiple talents. I keep it very simple. And then I write down what my goals are for the day. Sometimes I have 2 goals for the day. Sometimes I have 4 goals for the day. It just depends. Again, there is no right or wrong. This is your journey. This is your life. You can do it however you want, right? And then lastly, I write my affirmations. And again, I don't overthink it. I just let it come up. I have my paper, my pen, and I just let it flow however it comes out. I am someone who uses my gifts and talents to help other people. I am confident and comfortable in my own skin. I am going to have a great day today. Something very simple, right? I am someone who accepts my flaws just as they are. Very, very, very simple, very straightforward, to the point. You don't have to overthink it. So that's what I do on a day-to-day basis. I write them out and then I read them out loud. It's very important that whenever you write your affirmation, that you read them out loud. You don't have to write them. That's not a prerequisite, but you do want to speak them out loud, okay? I'm more of a writer, so I like to write things out so I can organize my thoughts, and then I speak it out loud. but you may just want to be someone that says it, and that's perfectly fine either way, okay? So that's if you want to do it on a day-to-day basis. And then you may pick one particular affirmation that you may want to focus on for the whole entire week. So you may want to focus on, I am financially stable and I have more than I need. I am financially stable and I have more than I need. And that might be what you might want to focus on all week. You may want to start on Sunday or maybe start on a Monday, whatever day works for you. And you may just want to focus on that all week long, right? You may pick one affirmation that you want to focus on for the entire month. So the frequency, how often you do that is completely up to you. There is no right or wrong, okay? And so when you are doing your affirmations, like I said, you may have a particular journal that you might want to write in. You may want to get just little pieces of paper, maybe like on a sticky note, or maybe just random pieces of paper, and you want to just write certain things down. And maybe you want to tape it to your mirror in your bathroom where you know you're going to see it every day. You can repeat it every day. You may want to tape it to your laptop. If you know you're on your laptop for work, you may want to write certain affirmations over your job, over your career, over your team, okay? You can write those down. You can put them on there as well. Maybe tape them to your laptop. You can put them on your desk at work. You can put affirmations wherever you want to put them, just somewhere where you know you want to see them and look at them. You can do that. And I have spoken before about having certain affirmations pop up on your phone. Just like you set certain reminders to remind you to pay a bill. You set certain reminders to remind you to register for something or, to call somebody or whatever it is you set your reminders for on your phone. You can set certain affirmations. And you may just want to pick the first day of the month. Say you pick May 1st. And you set certain affirmations for the rest of the month. So you may want to start tomorrow, May 5th, and you may want to say, I am surrounded by people who love me. And when that affirmation pops up on your phone, you say it out loud. And then you may want to set another one for May 12th. And you may want to say, I attract everything that I need. And when that pops up on your phone, you say it out loud. And then you may want to push it back another 3 days, so on and so forth, and set your affirmations for the whole entire month and let them pop up on your phone, right? So that's another way you can do it. Another way that you can do it is to take certain affirmations and put them in a special place in your home. So if you're someone like me, I have an altar set up in my home. So you have an altar, a special place where you meditate, where you pray, where you just have your quiet time. You can have a special place. And I tend to take affirmations and type them up, and I print them out, and I literally cut them out, and I just place them on my altar. And I just read them out loud. I go to my altar as frequently as I feel that I need to, and I just read those things out loud. And whenever I feel like I have mastered that particular affirmation, then I just put it somewhere else, and then I just kind of keep recycling them. And I keep putting different ones. So that's something that you can do, right? So put them in a journal. You can have different little notes around your house, around your office, around your home. You can have affirmations pop up on your phone, or you can have a special place, maybe an altar, maybe just a particular table, or maybe you put them in a special box, a special place that you have, okay? And one other thing that I do is on my birthday every year, which is in September, which is what I consider my new year, okay? Because, of course, that was the day I was born. Then I do another year around. So that's my new year. Again, you do whatever works for you. There is no right or wrong. And we don't want to get caught up into all these parameters, and we don't want to get boxed in, but this is the way it has to be done. It's your life, and you're on your particular journey. So do whatever feels good to you, okay? So in addition to every day doing my gratitude list and my affirmations, in addition to putting them around my home and putting them on my phone, hi, Valerie, how are you? I also do it on my birthday because I wake up that morning. That's the day that's about me. And I write out, just again, as it comes up, make it very natural. I don't overthink it. So I write them out, and I just write what I want for my life. What do I want for my life? This is my birthday. This is my day. This is the day I'm thinking about. So I just write them down. And then I say them out loud. Don't forget that part. Write them down. The key is to make sure that you say them out loud because you want to hear yourself, okay? Because sometimes things resonate differently when you say it out loud. You want to put that into the atmosphere. You want to put that into the universe. You want to say it out loud. You speaking these things over your situation. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. Okay, you can cause yourself to live or you can cause yourself to die, if you are speaking positive or negative things over your life. Okay, so going back to my birthday, I write those things down and then I read them out loud and then I fold them up on the piece of paper and I staple it and I just put it on my altar. And I let it sit there for a year. And when it comes back, my birthday, the next year around, then I open it back up and I read it. And sometimes I laugh at the things that I wrote. I'm like, wow, I wrote that? Oh, I don't even remember writing that, right? And then I'm always surprised at the things that have happened since I wrote them on that paper. And then I just go and I can check them off. So this happened. I did that. I was able to do this. This happened. You know what? I don't even want this anymore. I can scratch that off. That's not even something I'm interested in. And if everything didn't happen on your list, because it probably won't, no problem. You just write that on the list for the next year. Because again, we're not concerned with time. We're not concerned with time. We're not going to get caught up in the time. All we know is we're putting it out there and we're believing it to happen. So if it didn't happen this year, no worries. Write it down again next year. Start your list all over again on your birthday or whatever day you choose. If you want to do January the 1st, that's your new year. If you want to start the first day of spring, if you want to pick a random day in October, it doesn't matter, right? We're not getting caught up in parameters. I just happen to choose my birthday. And then I just write them down, I staple it, put it back in my special place, and I don't touch it again for a year. So that's just different ways. The daily affirmations, pick one to focus on for a week, pick one to focus on for a month, or you can pick some that you may want to write and put them for a year and then come back and check them at the end of the year, okay? So those are just some of the things that I have done and some of the things that I do. So I think I touched on all of the things that I write down my notes as I'm thinking, because I want to make sure that I give you everything that's, in my spirit to give you. And lastly, I want to end with how you can write affirmations for people who've never done it before. Maybe you're a newbie, maybe you haven't quite done it before. Definitely after this live, I want to encourage you to go back to my page if you'd like. There are several places where I have written affirmations. And if you so desire, go back and check some of the things that I have written before, which can kind of give you a blueprint, which can kind of be a rough draft or a template for you, if you like, okay? Don't have to, it's completely up to you. You can always Google, how do I write an affirmation? How do I get started on an affirmation? You can always Google affirmation examples. There are a lot of different ways you can do them. So you can do that, but I just want to give you some examples, okay? And of course, if you don't get them all while I'm saying them, no worries. I'm going to post this as soon as it's done. So you can just go back and watch the replay. You can just rewind and get these. But again, you're always speaking in present tense. You're always speaking in present tense. So you may start off by saying, I am. Or you may say, I have. You may say, I attract. I overcome. I know. I create. I achieve. I go. I do. I give. I use. I accept. I trust. And I share. Okay? Those are just some examples, and all you have to do is complete the sentence. Think about what mindset you want to change. Think about what behavior you want to change, and think about maybe where you want to be, a year from now, 6 months from now, 2 years from now, and go ahead and speak as if you already have it. So when we use I overcome, that was an example, and you may want to complete that sentence by saying, I overcome all obstacles with ease and grace. I overcome all obstacles with ease and grace. When we talk about I share, okay, that was the last example that I gave. I share my gifts and talents with others. I share my gifts and talents with others. So it can be very simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. Don't overcomplicate it. Make it very simple. So you can complete those sentences. And then also, when you are writing your affirmations, it doesn't always have to start with I. Okay? You can start off by saying something as, my mind is clear and I'm able to receive goodness into my life. My mind is clear and I'm able to receive goodness into my life. You may say, my environment is peaceful. My environment is peaceful. You may say something like, my family is healthy and doing well. My family is healthy and doing well. And then you may also say something like, my finances are stable and I have more than enough. My finances are stable and I have more than enough. So you don't always have to start your affirmations with the word I. You can frame it a different way when you're talking about yourself, your reality, what you want to change. And you can speak about your environment, you can speak over your family, you can speak over your career, things like that. You don't always have to start with the word I. Okay? So that's what I wanted to present today, or that's what I wanted to talk to you about, rather. That's what I wanted to talk with you about, and to encourage you to write affirmations. Start small, start with whatever you're comfortable with, and eventually you'll get more and more comfortable. So I want to encourage you to do that, and share this with someone. Share this with someone who you think may be able to use this information. So thank you so much. I will be here again next Tuesday with another topic that can help